Everyone, welcome back to Pfalab, and I'm Sadek back again with you guys with the series that I started and could not keep running on. So from today onward, I will be trying to keep here lots of videos posted, and I was a bit really overloaded with lots of works to do. Anyway, so yeah, we will start all over again. You know, guys, Laravel 8 has come, and now the module setup that we did in our previous videos will no longer work. So yeah, we will start over, and in this video I'm going to show you something really cool. You may know or you may not know, but if you don't know, if you have not worked with any teams or a little bit bigger applications, you might like this video. So stay with me, guys, and this tutorial is going to be really a little bit helpful. So no more introduction, let's go back to the business. So here we have the Laravel folder I have. So let's install a new fresh Laravel for us. Let's clear all this bullshit. So guys, I'm back again. So what do you think? How are you guys? And if you have question, don't forget to go ahead in our Facebook group, two group, premium group and free group. So both of you guys can go ahead in those groups and ask your questions. So yeah, I hope you can do that. Laravel new Ecommerce. So we are fine to go. Okay, Ecommerce already exists. Application already exists. So let's create something Laravel new. Ecom, I think that does not exist anymore. And anyway, so yeah, we will try to do some little bigger setup for us so that the team can be working and the code can be reused, and we get a lot of helps with type hinting, typecasting, and a lot of cool things actually. So normally people avoid and normal people doesn't do. So what I'm going to do is first, before I start actually coding, and I will try to explain some easy stuff. I mean not easy stuff, I mean some basic fundamental stuff, so that you understand the theory and the basics really that are required to run our any applications. Okay, so here we go. And you know, guys, PHP 8 is already out, so yep, that's something really cute news for us. So keep watching the PHP 8, and the most awaited feature, I would say, is GIT, just-in-time compiler in PHP 8. That's really awesome. PHP has become really big in the business now. Okay, so cd ecom, do I need to install anything? I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and just add some controller. PHP Artisan make controller, and obviously we are going to do some testing, so let's make some test controller. Fine, we have it created now. So there you go, we have the ecom here. Let's open this folder and start going on, and let's see what we have in our ecom. Perfect, Laravel 8 has been installed right away, and you see Laravel version and PHP that is included here, and that's really awesome. So let's see what we have now. We have a nice folder called models. Inside model we will have all of our models, HTTP, then you have controllers, and we have test controller right up in these controllers folder. That's really nice. I really like this way. In Node.js I use Adonis.js, and they have already the similar structures, so that's really nice to have something all similar. So in web.php, let's try to write some code for us. So write.cad, I think I need to change my this one. So let's make it test everything, test. Okay guys, if I'm talking too fast or too something really doesn't matter, please ignore. I got some stupid bad habit of talking sometime and skipping silent a lot of time. Okay, so this is how they write it now. So it's really cute, and we will I will show you how to follow a specific convention all over the project. So stay with me for right now. That doesn't really matter. So let's write a test method instead. Okay, so yeah, we are now referencing the class, and you have to import that class. So right click on it and click on import classes. It will be imported right in at the top. Okay, otherwise it will not be able to reference to that class, and you will get error. So keep that in mind. Okay, so public function test, and we will simply return this is working. Nice, perfect, right? So let's go ahead and test our route. Perfect. Our Laravel 8 route is working right away. That's really nice and good news for us. Okay. Now, what I would like to tell you something, if you have not installed this plugin, this is going to be really helpful for you guys in the long term. And I know there are a lot of newbie developers who may not know that is called intelephense, PHP intelephense. Intelephense, something like that. Okay, yeah, IntelliSense and intelephense. You can use both of them. They works really nice. Yeah, intelephense is really something important. So now what? Now what? Okay, the question is now what? Now let's think about this concept. What we will be actually doing across the whole project. So we will definitely use a little bit modular way, but we will have a folder called query. Inside this query folder, we will have, you know, we will have user.php models. Definitely we already have models and user.php. So let's say you have 10 tables, right? Or let's say you have 2 tables. Okay, so what we will be doing is that we will be actually 2 table, and let's say their name is 2 table actually user model and post model. So what we will be doing inside query folder is that we will use 2 of their queries. So we will say user query.php, and in similar way we will say post query. So all of the queries that the whole team will be writing regarding the user table or post table will go there, and they can be used anywhere from any within the system using a trait. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. So first, inside this app folder, we will create a new folder that's called queries. I hope my spelling is correct, and that's okay. We have let's create user query.php. That's really nice. And now before we use it, let's make our service class, and that should be something simple. So what should we be doing right now is that you can create your own modules, and inside this module we can name our module the way we want. Since the module structure doesn't work right now, I think with Laravel 8, so it might get broken. I'm not sure. I checked it quite some time ago and I have not checked it again. So let's make it our own. It's not so hard. You will understand all of your concept while you code it. Okay, so you all would just need one basic concept and you can do whatever way you want. So it's not extremely mandatory to you do the way I'm doing. You can do your own way. Okay, perfect. So let's make something called user modules. Perfect. So we name it user modules, and inside that user module you can create a file, and in that file you can say user so we will handle all the user logic stuff. So what you can say user service.php, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The naming doesn't really matter at all. So let's create PHP generator PHP class. So with this we get the namespacing and everything. Okay, that's perfect. And let's make a function actually. So let's make a function. What should we name it? First method, doesn't matter, some bullshit here. First method, and we will simply do some return from here. This is returning from user modules. Perfect, right? That's nice. We have one modules here. And now what we have to do here is use it inside the controller. So we will, so what is the pattern now? So if I explain the pattern, we will say, okay, web.dot or api.php to controller to some service file, and service file will to all logics etc, and it actually will use queries folder. Okay, so inside that queries folder, it can have user queries, chat queries, and a lot of other queries classes here. Okay, so this service class will make use of all query classes so that we can use or reuse the similar queries across the whole projects. Okay, so controller, then service. So we have the controller now. Now let's make use of a service class here right from the controller. Okay. Okay, so public function, we might make construct here, and inside that construct we can do a lot of stuff here. So before that, let's make some private property, and user, we can say user service or whatever, that's okay. And you can say that, okay, user this dot user service equal to, we can actually use this one, we can say new this one, but this doesn't actually exist. Okay, so what we have to do is import that class. So right at the top of the controller we are injecting this one. Okay, now from any of these methods, so let's say if you have a lot of methods here, we will be able to use all of the methods defined in this user service classes. Okay, now let me tell you, I already showed you how to do this, but showing you again for some obvious reasons, so stick with me. So we can say return this dot user service, and we can obviously access this first method. Okay, so we can say first method is already here. You see first method, if you use intelephense, you will see this method signature something. Okay, so we have not added any documentation, so there is not much information. These information are really, this is why I'm making this video. These informations are actually great to have when you develop modern and bigger applications and a lot of code is required. So you will definitely forget what was the method, what was the signature, what is the param, return type, blah blah blah. You will definitely forget, and your member will also need to understand data types and other things. So these are the few fundamental basic things you must know. So install the intelephense if you have not yet. So let's go ahead, and that's nice. So I'm returning from here, so instead of returning this, I'm calling this class here and this method. Okay, so let's check it out whether we have any error or not. Okay, this is returning from user module, so perfect. Now let's add some comment here. So for this class, what we can do is add a PHP comment user service class. So in this class we handle all user related logics. Okay, so we have documentation right up here, and here we can, let's say we want to get let's say we define, instead of that one, let's make another one, public function with params. Let's say get name. Okay, so in here we are accessing the name, and we are obviously returning that name. That's simple, awesome query. So we will be adding comment every time we code, because that are fundamental basics. You have to keep going on when you do when you develop a larger application, because you will definitely forget what's going on after some time. So let's go ahead. So mixed, it's the variable type mixed name, so we can say it should be a string obviously, and return is also a string. Okay, so that's fine. And get name, we can say this method takes a string and return a string, whatever, something useful. Okay, so let's make use of it. Okay, so if we say return this dot user service, and then if we have get, you see I'm writing get name, I'm getting some suggestion from here, get name, and I can see the signatures here, the explanation. Okay, get name, this method takes a string and return a string, so I'm getting description here, and it's saying, okay, I need to pass a string parameter with name and it will return me a name. So I know what to do with this method, so all of the team member will know, and we will get and with intelephense we will get an error because it expects a parameter. I have to pass a parameter here. Okay, sorry, it expect one argument here. Okay, so I have to pass. Let pass something. Select. Okay, that's nice. Now if I use it, run this application again, I get select back again. So let's make it something more cute. Okay, so I can say my name is, that doesn't really matter right at the moment. Now let's say I am expecting an array here. We will be trying to add as many types as possible because PHP is a dynamically typed language. It's good to do dynamic type, but sometimes it's really important to do with the data types, because in a bigger application, longer application, type will help you on the way. A lot of times you stand and gets error on the fly. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and let's change it to array name. Okay, so in that case we will get an error here because it's the expected type array found string, so we are getting an error here. So that's really important. Now if we pass like this, the error should go away. Okay, so this is array and we know it's an array, so we can obviously access it with 0. So it's just one array item. It should be similar results, so that's okay. So you guys understand now how to use these things, and now now I will be showing you how to use some queries. So I have a database for production ready database, so let's use this one. I will make my own database a little bit later, but now I will make use of this database. Now inside this query I have this class, and I'm actually trying to add all the user related queries right in here. So this is how I am planning to do. So let's generate a trade class here, and this should be a user query, and we can say public function with parameter is get user by key. Okay, so it expect a key, and then it expects a value. So I can say key value, so that makes sense. So we can say return user where, let's say it can be ID or it can be email, it can be anything we search for. So and then we will return first. So that's really cute, and we will definitely need to import the user class. We already have a user class as soon as we install Laravel. That's really cute, and we can add a we can add a some PHP doc here, generate PHP doc. Okay, I don't know. Okay, here I go. Get user by keys. We can add some more information, like this method takes a key and search the key with the given value. I don't know, you make it something useful. Key definitely should be a string. We're expecting this to be a string, and value can be, yep, mixed definitely, but it can be integer or string. Okay, so that's fine, and we can say string, and it can be string as well. It will not stop us from using it, and return is just an object. So now when you use this one, this little doc will help you in the long run when you will be using in different from different areas, because it's simple one, but you want, if you have a lot of complex queries here, a good complex query here, so those information will help you on the way. Okay. So now we have, what do I have is, so here you can see I have the controller, and from the controller I'm using a service that's called user service, and user services make use of queries folder, which is user query file class trait. Okay, so that's really awesome. Now what should we do is we should use this one. So the beauty of a trait class is that you can use anywhere you would like to use it. Okay, so just do something like use this one, and we just need to import that. Okay, now if any other member needs to use user query, they can simply use that and can use this method already written by anyone else. So that makes really good sense. So we can say return, okay, so here instead of this one we can write public function get user by whatever, it can be anything, get user. Now here what we can say, let's say get user, so here we can have a lot of logics defined, and we can simply say what is a trait if you don't know. So trait is that if I use this class, that means all of the methods defined in this class will now be available in the user service class right away. So it will treat as if it were its own method. Okay, so that's why it's really useful. So what we will be trying to do is call this one, call this get user by key value. So we will use it get user. We have this one now. Okay, now you see get user by key value. This method takes a key and starts the key with a given value, and we know what it is doing. It's public, and this expect a string key and a string value. Parent can be string, integer, string value. So this information I'm telling you again and again, newbie developers actually forget to keep doing this type of things, because they need to develop the application as quickly as possible. But these are really important for a maintainable project by anyone. Okay, so let's keep using this. You see, I get some information here, string key and value. So I know what to pass now. So for key, let's say I'm searching for with IDs, and let's say ID is 100. Okay, so that's perfect. Now I'm making use of a query written in here, can be used by anyone. Okay, so I don't have to write anyone write again. So where did I write it? Get name, get user. Okay, so I need to return some more. This dot user service dot get. You see, get user. I don't have any signature function, etc. So I don't see anything here, but that makes sense now. Now if you see, I got the user. Perfect, right? Makes sense. Now let's say we have another query that needs to return some user, right? So what we will be doing is here public function, let's say get user with a limit. Okay, so here we can say we have an integer limit return. This will not take a lot of time to write the data type, but it will help you on the long run. So let's return user and limit that with the variable past limit, and then get. So we can get dynamically generated limit. So get a list of users with a limit. Limit must be an integer, and it returns array. Perfect. Now we have it. Let's say we want to return public function with parameter user list. Okay, and it expects a limit. Now we can simply return it, use it like this, user query, and you can see what I need to do here, param integer as a limit. So with pass I need only 3 users. Okay, that's really perfect. Now here if I simply return again they store user service and user list, and I need to pass a limit here. So I will return 3, and I think I hard coded it, so I need to pass this variable here. Okay, so you see, it's really cute. Now the problem is that you might say, okay, why can't I use this exact one right inside here? Yes, you can make use of this one, but what if you have a lot of logics here and you need this only query, this line of query be, let's say this is a 2 lines of query, okay, and you need this one in to be used by other methods. So we cannot use this method because this method has its own defined logics here, so we cannot use that logic, but we need to use this query. So we are separating the queries from the logics. Okay, so the concept is separating the queries from the logics because queries are most often reusable. Okay, most often they are reusable by any other stuff. Okay, so that's one finding. Okay, now let's check it out if it returns 3 item actually. 3 item. Okay, perfect. So guys, in this tutorial you learned how to do these service classes and then add your trade classes to extend your queries and make it reusable across the whole project. And I hope you understand this really well. And don't forget to comment out your codes and do the method signatures and also use intelephense. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Keep watching, subscribing, and of course if you have questions, go ahead in our Facebook group and let me know. I will try to help you as much as I can. Thank you, and also don't forget to help other guys. Thank you. Have a nice time. Good day.